Oh, did I wake you? Sorry. Not.
Who did all this? What is going on?
I know you're confused, lady, but you need to keep your wits about you. Stay sharp and listen carefully. Do you see a sword in your hand? The cool one?
Yes, but why?
I am the sword.
The blood on my hand. I killed these people, didn't I? I don't remember any of it. I remember nothing, not even my name.
The killing was splendid, but I don't think you did it knowingly. Now you need to prepare yourself.
For what?
A couple of them escaped. They swore they'll be back while running, and they looked rather serious.
Then I need to get out of here.
When the survivors told me their party was slaughtered by one woman, I did not quite believe them. Now, I see that I was wrong.
Why won't you listen? I don't want to do this.
I'm afraid I cannot say the same.
It's over.
Are you feeling all right?
No. No, I'm not well! I don't know what's happening! I don't even know who I am! I got into a mess which I know nothing of! Ugh!
We both need to find out about pretty much everything. And sitting around idly does not help. We should find somewhere to rest and figure out what to do next. You know, we should figure out what to call each other. How about I call you Lady?
Fair enough. What about yourself?
As for me, I think I can be Miramasa. Good morning, lady.
Morning.
Remember anything from yesterday?
All except for who I am.
And I thought I smelled something. Who do we have here? Food.
Goblins!
They could be hungry. I'm almost certain goblins eat humans.
That sounds awful. I'd rather not think about that. We'll have to fight.
I'll get you your damn sword if you would shut up. Magical seals like this take time to breach.
You hurry.
Oh, viva lum lum, tu zoom zoom. The seal is broken, ogre. Now get your sword and take me out of here.
You talk much, Wizard Bean. This sword good. Me kill Wizard Bean with sword.
What? That's not the deal.
I won't let you kill him.
Huh? More human beings? Good. One is not enough for me.
Let's see about that.
That was terrible. Thank you for getting me out of that mess.
You are welcome. But what's going on here?
I came to study the enchantment of this forest. I was caught. Fortunately, that ugly monster was to know that only the wizard can crack that seal. When the seal of the sword is lifted, the enchantment of this forest is also lifted. Let's leave this nasty place and return to the high rock where I live.
I agree. This place reeks of dead ogre.
My goodness, it can't be. Is that a sprite? Of the sword you're carrying? Oh, this is astounding. I have never seen, but this is impossible. I know all the sentient weapons ever existed, but I don't recognize this one.
Lady, I don't like this blathering hag. I say we kill her right now.
No!
Just kidding. This is going to take a while.
We can wait as long as she has some answers for us.
I hope she does. Are you all right? You look pale.
A little exhausted.
Don't overstress yourself. You've been running around for days. Why don't you slow down and get some rest?
I have been thinking about what you've told me, that you do not remember how you found the sword. I suspect this is because the enchantment on it is so powerful that it overwhelmed you when you came into contact with it. I have yet to see any magical weapon with such power. There are a few legendary weapons that are sentient. This one, however, is not one of them. I am certain.
So all this effort amounts to nothing? Is there really no way to find out?
There is a way. However, it's not going to be easy. You will have to retrieve a long-lost item, which I personally believe is located in the Arcane Sanctum. It was once part of a fabled city, but the city no longer exists.
What is the item you speak of? Some kind of artifact?
Listen carefully. What you're looking for is called the Scroll of Identification.
Wow, I don't know if my heart can handle the excitement.
How do we get to the sanctum?
The sanctum lies deep underground. This teleportation stone will get you there. I found it years ago when I was exploring the city ruins. I've been tempted to go there, but I am uncertain what's down there. According to the surviving ancient manuscript, the arcane masters created all sorts of creatures, so I dare not go there myself, and I don't have enough funds to hire mercenaries. Bring that scroll to me, and I will use it to help you find the answer you seek.
Sounds fair. I'll head out soon.
What an epic quest. We are risking our lives, fighting hordes of monsters in a long-forgotten underground labyrinth in search of, paper?
Hey, I know it's not an earth-shattering, tide-breaking, god-slaying artifact you were expecting, but it's a good start. Hush. I hear something.
I hear too. Orcs. Dumb, savage creatures.
Prithee, step no further. Thou seek the sanctum of my master, yet thou shalt not gain entry.
I thought you said they were dumb and savage.
As the immortal guardians of Lodrek the Wise, it is our sworn duty to guard his sanctum.
I have no choice. I must enter the sanctum.
So be it.
I wasn't like this in the beginning. I was a scholar, an arcane master of the greatest school that ever stood. I was ready to present the world my masterpiece, an arcane scroll containing all knowledge. Imagine, no more binding of books, no more wasting of time loitering in the unvisited corners of archives. All you need is the scroll. The world could have been enlightened. People would have hailed me a giant. But the catastrophe took place. It happened quickly, the destruction, and it ended quickly too. Somehow I survived. And I saw it. In the distance was the abomination, the beast that destroyed everything, leaving behind the devastated city. I wandered in the ruins for days. Fatigue and hunger became abstract ideas. I felt nothing. Cries of anguish and pain of those who suffered became meaningless, for I had abandoned all hope. But then I found something unusual. It was a sword, half buried beneath the rubbles, with only its hilt protruding. I had never wielded a weapon all my life, yet for reasons unknown I took it in my hand, and I felt something I never felt before. Hatred. And that was the day the hunt began. That was the day I turned into a monster. I became a beast.
Hey!
What happened? I don't...
Are you all right?
I'm fine. But I saw something. I can't explain. Let's get out of here.
That was a tough battle. Do you need a rest?
No, I can manage.
But
Muramasa, I don't want to be here.
as you wish.
Viva lum lam ti tu zum zum. Here it is. Oh, my goodness.
What does it say?
I don't know.
Let me get this straight. I eliminated an entire clan of goblins, saved you from an ogre that was going to eat you, fought through hordes of monsters and battled a demon, and now you were telling me you can't read?
A scholar who can't read. It's like a baker allergic to gluten.
No, that's not what I meant. Take a look yourself. This is written in an ancient language. I can try to translate it, but it will take some time. Now, if you excuse me, I have to make a copy first.
What's the matter? You've been acting strange.
Lodric.
What?
Lodric, he had wielded you before.
I think his claws are too big for me.
No, back when he was still human. I saw visions of his past. I don't know how to explain.
Really? This is not good. I've got to tell Degas.
Why?
She seems very well learned, and might know a thing or two about craniotomy. I bet she can probably fix your head.
Muramasa, I'm serious. I also saw... I can't describe it, but I think I know where we should go next.
I don't quite believe you yet, but you seem serious. Where should we go?
I don't know. Wait, I don't know. It looks cold. There's snow. It looks like a prison for monsters.
So, a cold, snowy monster jail. Sounds like a charming place. How about we go back to town, have some food, ask around, like, hey, have you heard of a monster correctional facility?
I am serious.
I'm serious too. Brr, I'm freezing.
Oh, are you? Do you need a sheath?
Yes, a sheath, please. Lined with fur is better. And oh, make it shiny.
I'm not sure about the shiny part, but fur is a good idea. Should muffle your incessant chattering to a certain degree.
Wait, there's some people coming our way.
People? Where?
They should be about to get in sight right around...
Ahem. What are you doing in our territory? Speak.
I'm just passing.
Hush. Let me do the speaking. Oh, hear me, my short friends.
We are not friends, Sprite. That thing called us short.
It's war!
War! War!
That escalated quickly.
Tisk, I should have said short instead of short. My bad.
You lower your weapons. I said stop!
Elder Bolden.
Another short.
I think you should shut up for now. No, how about forever?
My apologies for the action of my clansmen, traveler. They're good folks, just too hot-headed. Please forgive them.
They'll be even more hot-headed when I commit arson on their heads.
Not to worry, Elder. It was a misunderstanding.
May I ask, is there anything I can do for you to make up for the trouble?
In fact, yes. I have to get to the Northern Asylum, but it seems that we are off the right track. Could you point the right way for me?
The asylum, is it? You have to be out of your mind if you're heading that way. Anyhow, you'll have to go through Frost Rock Pass. I can show you the way, but... An ice elemental has come from nowhere and is blocking the passage. It attacks anyone who's too close.
I'll deal with it, Elder. Please, lead the way. I am. You might want to step back a bit.
'Cause it's boss battle time.
What's a boss?
A boss is, well, a super tough monster that comes with epic music when you fight it. Get it?
By my beard, you actually destroyed that thing.
We will part ways now, Elder Bolden.
Yes, you've got matters to attend to. However, before you go, I'd like to thank you for your deed. That thing has caused a lot of trouble for my people. Please accept this weapon as a gift.
I appreciate it, Elder. I'll make good use of it.
This weapon was left behind by an unknown advanced civilization. We call it Tank. We plan to use it on the ice elemental, but its control panel is too far from driver's seat to reach. Since you're heading to the asylum, it should come in handy.
Please tell me you aren't driving this thing.
Actually, it seems fun.
I have a bad feeling for this.
He is up there.
Who, your ex?
No, yours.
What? Not funny. 0 out of 10. It's biologically impossible. Who'd make out with a sharp Miramasa?
I'm talking about one of the men who had wielded you.
One of? You're making it sound like I'm some sort of cheap girl. Well, did you see something again? Another vision? What did you see?
I saw something enormous.
That's ambiguous. Anything else?
Yes, they were big claws.
This is great. My ex is either a dinosaur or a super big bird. Fantastic. Is that what I think it is?
It's a dragon. I told you he had big claws, remember?
Looks like he's flying.
I know. What next?
Use this tank to bust his balls.
Huh? Why?
Look at that thing. He's covered in scales from head to tail. Can you think of another weak spot?
Why are you here? A girl and a weird little thing? Wait. You look familiar.
Sir? Do you recognize?
Of course I do. You're here to steal my potatoes.
What?
And my carrots. That was you, right? How many of my carrots have you stolen? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 52. 52 carrots? Are you a goddamn rabbit or something? Who the heck eats so many carrots? First, wild boars trampled my melon patch. Then a fox killed a dozen of my chickens. Now you are stealing my carrots.
Look, we don't care about potatoes or carrots. Please listen. We just want to...
Shut it! I'm gonna whip your asses so you'll never dare steal my vegetables. They are all organic!
So this is the end. Never imagined it'd be like this. Always thought I'd live to an age too old to plow the fields. When I was a young boy, I wanted to be a knight. When I got older, I wanted to be a sailor. When I was finally old enough, my father said, "You will inherit this land, just like I did." And so I did. It was better than I had thought. The first sprouts in spring, rich harvest when the leaves fell, the way soil runs through my fingers. I was content. I got married. Her name was... What was her name? What was the color of her eyes? She had scars on her hands, but I can't remember how she got them. It's a long time ago. We had children. There were 3 of them. Perhaps 5. No, I think there were 4. Doesn't matter now. They died. Crushed to bits. I saw that damn thing. It was as big as a mountain, that beast was. The worst part was that it didn't really do it on purpose. It was just passing through, and my farm just happened to be in its way. Did I scream? Did my heart break? I'm not sure. Can't even remember how I found the sword. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe it found me.
Lady, I thought you were dying.
Why am I lying on the floor? Ah!
You fell down and lost consciousness, girl.
I did? I don't remember.
You were twitching and raving. Foams were coming out of your mouth.
Foams?
Well, I made that part up for the comedic effect.
What did I say?
Something that sounds like, yeah, Cthulhu, something.
What?
Kidding. You said he's waiting in the graves. I can't believe it. This teleportation stone is garbage. We're miles away from town. The accuracy is off the charts.
At least it didn't drop us into a volcano.
So you fought a demon. You slayed a dragon. I know what's coming next. Zombies.
How could you know that?
Come on, it's a graveyard. What do you expect?
I expect answers, yet somehow I'm getting more questions. Both Lodric and the Nameless Dragon were human and had wielded you in the past, but you saw how they are now. I wonder why. Why did I find you? Why did we both lose all our memories? Why are all the past Muramasa wielders no longer human? Will it happen to me too?
Whoa. Slow down there, lady. I think I might have a heart attack.
It's hard not to get anxious. What do you know? It's not like you have to worry about just anything.
I don't have to worry about anything. Really. That's what you think. I worry about you. Can't you tell? Do I have to write it on my face?
I'm sorry. I just feel like we're being moved around by an unseen force.
Unseen force, is it? Like destiny?
Pretty much.
Life is like reading a book. You never know what's on the next page. Or like walking into a bar, not knowing if you'll be able to walk 2 hours later.
You're talking nonsense. But point taken. Let's see how this goes.
That's better. Come on. We can almost see the town from here. Wait, something's wrong.
Is that smoke? Oh no.
We better hurry.
What happened? You are...
Norin, local shoemaker and militia general of High Rock. We managed to hold them off for now, but scouts are reporting in that a massive horde is approaching.
I will help you defend your town.
We will never forget your kindness. I will rally those who can still fight right away.
Don't mention it.
Run. Scream. Beg for your lives. All this death and suffering shall appease my Lord Nocturne. And yet we have a courageous warrior standing tall, as my Lord Nocturne have foreseen. My dear girl, my lord sends you his regard. He would like to invite you to his domain to speak with you in person, and he has sent me here as your guide. He holds all the answers you have been seeking. After all, as a Muramasa wielder, you are his successor. Now, shall we proceed? You, a mere human, dare to attack me?
You have made a grave mistake. You should have never touched this town.
Fool! You will pay for your insolence. Incredible. You are indeed strong, Slayer of Fallen Heroes. You may have won a battle, but the war, it is far from over. My lord, Morphus is waiting for you.
Oh, man. More stock, ominous last words. They just have to say something, right? Can't they simply go, ah, and drop dead?
I know you are trying hard to lighten things up for me, Muramasa, and I appreciate it, but I'm really not in the mood. We'll rest for a while, and then we'll leave.
You want to deal with this, Nocturne? But that's what he wants you to do. You know this is a schmuck bait.
I know.
Are you a schmuck?
If you say so.
Okay. It's all right. At least you're good at killing things.
Oh, thanks for your help. The undead has finally retreated.
Found out anything new, Diggus?
Yes, I have learned a few things through the scroll while you were gone. First of all, although this is written vaguely, but it seems that the sword is connected to a specific creature or entity, and that entity is very, very dangerous.
The beast.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Keep going, please.
The sword has no name, which is quite surprising. A weapon like usually has a name.
Yeah. Lightbringer, Holy Avenger, Ass Whooper, whatever.
There are other peculiar things. When it comes to creating a powerful artifact, the crafter always chooses metals such as mithril or adamantine. This sword, however, is made of common steel. What is truly shocking is this sword is not enchanted. It is not magical.
Huh? I am a muggle?
But that's impossible. I can feel its power coursing through me. Also, how can a common sword have
An ethereal entity with sensory capabilities, projected by the sword's consciousness, that can be observed by naked eyes.
Sure.
That I don't know. Oh, don't look at me like that. I am working around the clock to find out. This could be the greatest discovery of our era. Nevertheless, I need more time. Perhaps next time when you come around, I will be able to tell you more. I need to get back to work. I'm sure you have matters to attend to as well.
Say, for the very first time, I'm a little baffled. Exactly what am I?
Let's hope our enemy has some answers for us.
We're off killing zombies?
You bet. We are close.
Close to what?
Close to Morphus, of course. I can sense him.
Really? Like sensing a disturbance in the Force?
What?
Nothing. Parallel universe jargon.
You just can't get serious, can you?
Hey, I'm always serious. So since when did you start to be able to sense?
Since I saw him in my vision at the asylum, there's this feeling of a shadowy presence that has been getting stronger and stronger. I didn't know what it is, but now I am sure that's him.
You showed up. I was starting to worry that you wouldn't.
I am here to make you pay for your crime. You will regret attacking High Rock.
Oh, my apologies. But I had to make sure that you bring the sword to me. I once wielded it, long ago. The power it gives to its wielder, you can feel it too, can't you? I want that power back.
Never.
Is that so? Did you know that the sword chooses its wielder, or victim, forcing humans to do its bidding? Do you even realize the price you have to pay?
What are you talking about?
He's full of balonies. That's what.
You have probably found out the sword has its own will. What it wants is simple. It wants to slay all monsters and its nemesis.
You mean the beast?
You are a puppet. If you hold on to it, eventually the sword will consume you, turning you into something like me.
Nah, don't listen to him.
You didn't choose to bear the burden, but now I offer you a choice. Hand the sword to me, and I will let you walk. You can return to your normal life.
Lady, please, don't give me away.
See how pathetic this thing is? It forces you to fulfill its insatiable bloodlust. Now it is begging you to keep it. It has been lying to you since the beginning.
Lady!
Silence. I have made up my mind. You have to go.
No!
Not you, silly. Too bad, Morphus. I don't trust a single word from you.
Very well. Let us begin.
I have always wondered why I did not change like those before me. It is true that, like them, my body was altered, but my mind remained intact. I think I know why. Perhaps it's because I never hated the beast. I never hated anyone. I realized at a very young age that life is all about choosing which role you play, and there are only two, predator or prey. I didn't choose the latter. Theft, robbery, murder, lies, betrayal, more murder. This is what the gutters of my city taught me. After all, what can you expect to learn there? I climbed the steps paved with corpses quickly. For those who live under the sun, I was a despicable cutthroat. For those with darker intent, I was a prodigy for hire. Eventually, someone decided it was time to hunt me down. Perhaps it was the city council's decision, perhaps a rival, perhaps a mourning widow. What was certain was that my head was worth a lot of gold. I fled the city. During my flight, I found the sword by accident. Maybe it wasn't an accident. I think somehow who's ever fit for the job gets chosen. With its power, I built a reputation of slaying monsters. I quite enjoyed it, not because I shared the sword's hatred for monsters, but because it was far more entertaining than killing humans. I noticed all the changes happening to me. I thought about quitting, but it was too late. I was already consumed by the sword's power. And then the beast emerged, like it always does. The cycle never ends.
The beast is awakening.
So that means it's the end of the world?
If we don't stop it, yes. But there's something I don't understand yet. I am guided to vanquish all the fallen Muramasa wielders to reclaim their souls, and now the time to slay the beast has come. I feel like there's something unfinished.
And what might that be?
I am not sure, but I think it has something to do with you.
According to the scrolls, the sword was crafted by a blacksmith who once killed the fiercest monster in the continent and saved the continent from being destroyed.
What is the soul in this sword? Is it possessed by the monster spirit?
Where do you think I'm like a monster?
From bottom to top. Since the monsters have been eliminated, what's going on with the previous Muramasa wielders and the beast who is awakening?
I have no idea. The beast will now awake in the shrine in the rainforest. Maybe you will find the answer there.
Welcome to the jungle!
You have been uttering nonsense non-stop since we got here.
Sorry, lady. It's just too quiet here. I really need to say something.
Shh. Be quiet.
I was just getting started.
We are surrounded.
Stand where you are, outsider. This is sacred land, where the Great One slumbers. You must pay in blood for your desecrations. Warriors, slay our prey.
Stop. This is the sacred site where our ancestors found the Great One. He called to us. We answered his call. I, Ashki, guardian of the Great One's shrine, will destroy you.
I have vanquished stronger foes, reptile. Out of my way!
It may be so, but you have never faced a servant of the Great One. Now, you will feel his wrath. Behold the Great One's glory!
Muramasa! He's channeling the beast's power!
What? How is that even possible?
Do you really think you can defeat me, a partaker of the divine blood? Yeah!
Now stay down.
Gloat all you want, human. More warriors are coming. They will dismember you and make you a sacrifice to the Great One. He is awakening, and he will grant all of us is blood.
I think I know what's happening.
What is it?
These creatures worship the slumbering beast as their god. The beast empowers them and twists their mind through some sort of ritual involving blood. Remember I said he was channeling the beast's power? If all of them have the ability to do this...
Wow, that sounds really bad.
We are getting close to the beast. This temple must be the cradle of the reptilian civilization. Their ways seem to revolve around their faith. I suspect they found the sleeping beast long ago, and built this temple around it.
I have to say, be it magic rocks, invisible old men in the sky, or planetary bodies, bipedals really have the compulsive urge to worship something. So where is the beast?
I can sense the beast asleep beneath this temple complex. There will be many enemies standing in our way. We must hurry.
Get warm blood. The Great One is asleep. He shall not be disturbed.
But I was told that the Great One is awakening.
His awakening shall not be disturbed. Right, that's what I was saying.
So you want him to wake up, right?
That is correct.
But what if he dozed off again? Don't you need us to make sure that he wakes up?
He's right, brother. What if the Great One... Silence, you fool! Don't you see this thing is mocking you?
So you are three heads share a body. Which head is responsible for shaking the tail?
I think it is the middle. His nerve is the shortest from the tail. What? I don't know.
Do we ever shake the tail?
Enough already! Who cares? I'm going through.
Our duty is to guard this gate. You shall not pass.
I don't think there's anyone else standing between us and the beast.
Looks like it. I hope you are ready.
Ready or not, what's the difference?
Oh my God, this thing is bigger than I thought. And it doesn't look very happy.
I don't think you can be too happy when the sole reason of your existence is to destroy everything.
Stay calm. This ugly thing has been killed 3 times. You should be able to kill it again.
You were right. Muramasa?
Hey! Welcome to my memory.
What is going on? Who is he?
That's me.
You? But I thought... How?
That's me before everything began. I was a blacksmith of a small village. I made horseshoes, plows, nails, tools.
No weapons?
No, of course not. I made good kitchen knives, though. The villagers were decent folks, and the children loved coming to my smithy to watch me work. I always let them stay as long as they kept a distance from the forge.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
So, what happened to you?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Monsters came. I hid in my cellar until everything was over. I was a coward.
But you were not a fighter. You can't blame yourself.
I don't know. I was strong. I had my hammer and a couple of wood axes. Perhaps things could have been different. Forget it. It's too late to think about that now. Thousands of years late. When I crawl out of the cellar, I was driven mad by what I saw. Everything I held dear was gone.
Oh, Muramasa.
Then, for the first time in my life, I began to forge a weapon. A weapon that could kill all the monsters.
And this weapon, is it?
Yes. I burned the dead, collected their ashes, and cast them into the forge. I hammered, tempered, working day and night, as if time had stopped. It was as if I was forging my soul into steel. I felt myself slowly slipping into the sword. And it did. When the work was done, my empty, soulless husk transformed.
The beast! It is you!
Sadly, yes. So now you know. I'm responsible for all this. When the undead attacked High Rock, you said it's your fault, yet in truth, it is mine.
What is this place?
Where everything ends. You are within the sword.
I think nothing is going to surprise me from now on.
That's the spirit.
What are we doing here?
We've got a few lost souls to deliver. Come follow me. Here's our first stop. Do you recognize him?
Lodric.
Yes. The very first Muramasa wielder who have slain the beast. Because of his hatred, the sword was drawn to him, like a moth flying towards fire. Yet, which one is the moth, and which is the fire?
I thought you chose him.
Chose him? No. My soul was asleep deep within the sword. I could vaguely feel what was happening. The sword acted upon instinct. Over time, he lost his mind, and part of his soul is trapped here. His body, well, you've seen him. As long as this piece of his soul remains, he will continue to live on, forever tormented.
Then we shall put him out of his misery.
Indeed. And here's the second Muramasa wielder, the poor farmer. Decades or centuries after Lodrek's downfall, the beast was reborn. This time, my soul began to awaken. I chose him deliberately, because not only did he seek the destruction of the beast, he was also motivated by the desire to protect the others. He knew what it's like to lose the important ones. Yet, he didn't make it either. He was overcome by anger.
He did avenge his family in the end, right?
Yes and no. As long as the sword exists, the beast will also come back. He is part of the sword now, and he too must be put to rest before we go further.
Who is this?
Don't you recognize him? He is Morphus.
It can't be. This is just a child.
That is a projection of his true self. Before becoming one of the most feared assassins, he was a street urchin, abandoned, abused, and close to death.
Yet he survived and became a murderer. Why? Why did you choose him?
Because he had the strength and will. But more importantly, there was no hatred in his heart. Yeah, he was ruthless, but the killings were just business. If he did hate, his soul would have been consumed by the sword, and his mind would be as broken as the other two wielders.
And this is not his soul?
Nah, this is the residue of his mind. A shadow. Like you, he came here after slaying the beast. But he refused to go any further. He returned to his body and... What will you do?
Let's go.
Follow me.
Hold on.
What is it?
There's something I need to know first. How did I lose my memory? Since you have regained yours, you must know what happened to me.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask. I took it away. It wasn't difficult.
You what?
I am sorry. I truly am. It was a tough decision.
You bastard!
Listen, lady.
No! You listen! You forced me into this personal journey of atonement of yours, making me fight hordes of monsters. And yet, I don't even have the privilege to at least know who I am. Why? Why did you do this to me?
Because I was afraid. I have failed again and again, and I feared that I might never end this cycle. I found you, the paragon to bear this weapon. But how could I convince you to help me? There is no reason for you to do it.
So you chose to lie. Perhaps I would have agreed willingly. How could you possibly know I wouldn't? You didn't try.
You are right. I made a mistake.
At least you know it. Tell me, did you really lose your memory? Or is it another lie?
It's not a lie. After I erased your memory, I did the same to myself. Because
You idiot! This could have been 100 times easier if you didn't. Forget it.
I am sorry.
No more apologies. I want you to do one thing right now. I want you to ask me properly for my help.
I don't see how.
Just do it.
Lady, please help me. I can't do this alone.
And I am willing to help.
Really?
We have come this far, haven't we? This isn't about you or me anymore. Now please lead on, so we can finish this together.
Thank you.
One last question. How did you know I am the perfect person?
Oh, that. Instinct.
I better not think too much about this, or I'll probably regret helping you.
Here we are. This is the last soul we need to deal with.
That is you.
Yes, that's me.
But you are here with me at the same time. I think I understand. What will happen after that?
Simple. The beast will not be reborn. The sword will shatter. I will be no more. What's the matter?
I just don't really like how this ends. It'd be strange without you talking nonsense all the time.
It must be so. My life should have ended a long time ago. I don't belong here, in this time. Do you understand? This is what I've been waiting for. It's been fun being with you. I hope you feel the same. Well, do you?
It was okay.
And I'm more than happy to hear that. Let's keep it that way until the end, all right?
All right.
It's over. It's finally over. Thank you. I can't think of anything else to say.
And you're supposed to be the talker.
I know, but it's...
That's fine. Now is the time we part ways, right?
It is, I want you to know this. You saved me.
I thought we were going to save the melodrama.
That was the idea. But you know, I really can't help it.
Since this is your last moment, I guess you're entitled to be melodramatic.
Now you're talking like I do.
That's because you are a bad influence.
I suppose I am. Can you feel it? The sword. It is shattering. My time is up.